What's up, YouTube? Don't forget to save, aka Sam, back at you with a Monday video. As promised, I've watched the movie, I've done my research, we're ready to talk, finally, about Freddy vs. Jason. But before I do, if you guys like my content, hit like on my videos, leave me a comment in the comment section down below, subscribe if you haven't. With all of that said, guys, we're talking Freddy vs. Jason. This is one that I've been waiting on, like I said, going back to my Jason Goes to Hell review. I'm going to be referencing that because it's actually canon to Freddy vs. Jason, believe it or not. So with all that said, release date is August 15th of 2003. That was the national release in the United States for Freddy vs. Jason. Of course, we have Robert Englund coming back as Freddy Krueger. It was directed by Ronnie Yu, and it was produced by Sean S. Cunningham. We'll be talking about him coming up again. And again, as Kane Hodder... Wait a minute. No. Kane Hodder wasn't Jason for this? I'll be damned. It was Ken Kersinger was Jason in this one. Okay, and the young Jason was Spencer Stump, in case you guys ever needed a trivia question answer. Laurie Campbell was played by Monica Keena. Kia Watterson was played by Kelly Rowland of gosh dang it, she was in a music group, Destiny's Child. That was it. So yeah, I really didn't like Kia, the role of Kia in this one. I didn't really feel the couple of scenes were kind of jarring to me. But you know, overall, I really don't have many complaints with the acting. I don't really watch horror for acting, so. But the Nightmare on Elm Street series is known for its acting, so take that as you will. Anyway, moving along. Will Rollins was played by Jason Ritter, and Chris Marquette played Charlie Linderman. Zach Ward, who was Mark's older brother, Will's friend, basically. He was in A Christmas Story. He was the redhead bully in A Christmas Story. So there's another fun fact for you guys. I got lots of them in this one. And Paula Shaw played Pamela Voorhees in this one. Yes, Pamela is in this in the beginning. So now here's a couple of little fun facts in there that maybe you did or didn't know. Rey Mysterio actually doubled for Freddy in one of the boiler room scenes. So if for you wrestling fans out there, Rey Mysterio is in Freddy vs. Jason. Also, Bob Shea played the school principal. As you know, Bob Shea was in charge of New Line when this whole Friday or Nightmare on Elm Street thing got started. So anyway, quick plot synopsis here. Springwood basically erases Freddy Krueger from the records, and so now nobody remembers Freddy. Ergo, no one fears him, and so Freddy goes to hell because remember Jason went to hell. So Freddy goes to hell and revives Jason to make everybody think he's back and fear him again. And this does take place. This movie is set after Freddy's dead, which I haven't talked about yet, and Jason Goes to Hell, which I have talked about. So if you guys want to see that review, I guess I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see me talk about Jason Goes to Hell. I think it's awesome. That's canon to Freddy vs. Jason. A lot of people like to moan about it, but with no Jason Goes to Hell, the plot makes way less sense in Freddy vs. Jason. What plot there is. Anyway, overall, I look at this as an action horror movie. Ronnie Yu is known for that. He was more known for his action directing. But, for a versus kind of battle, this was sort of like a fan film, because everybody always wanted to see Freddy and Jason, duke it out. So, an action movie actually makes sense in that aspect. A lot of the stunts, like the explosions of the propane tanks in the end, really cool stuff, guys. I think it's a fun movie for what it is. Like I said, the acting was kind of jarring in a couple places, but overall, it's a fun action movie. And if you look at it as an action movie, you'll have fun with it. I've seen some of the scripts that they had for Freddy vs. Jason, man. It could have been way worse. Like, I've heard people moan about this movie. It could have been way, way worse than what we got. I think it's solid for what it is. It's just mindless fun. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the commentary, because I actually did watch the commentary, and I noticed a couple of things. Okay, so I've told this story before. When I told it, I didn't realize Robert had told this story before, but it doesn't surprise me. And that is, Sean Cunningham actually worked on the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, if you go back and you watch the credits to the end, Sean Cunningham is listed in the credits at the end. But apparently, towards the end of A Nightmare on Elm Street, it was a low budget film, and they ran out of money. And actually, Sean worked. I'm pretty sure he worked for free a couple of days to get the movie done. So there's that as a fun little fact, and Robert did talk about that. Also, Ken Kersinger said that he would play Jason again. Now, I don't know if you guys the new to my channel are aware or not, but we did a Choose Your Jason thing, and yeah, gonna have to call BS on Ken Kersinger. Now, to be fair, I don't know. Like he said this on a DVD commentary, maybe he'd expected nobody to see it. I'm not gonna put too much weight into it, but like I'm saying, I'm just saying what it is, and maybe he's in a different spot in his life right now. Who knows? Like, I don't know the context of it, but I found it interesting, so I figured I'd bring it up. With all that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Sorry I didn't mean to ramble on so long, but I had a lot to go over, and I waited so long for this movie to come out. It was the last horror movie that I seen actually in a theater was Freddy vs. Jason. I have a hard time sitting in theater seats, so I don't get to go to the theater to see a whole lot, but I did go because I really wanted to see this one. So with all that said, guys, drop a like, leave me a comment. What were your thoughts on Freddy vs. Jason? We got more coming up. We'll be doing the Constitution tomorrow, and I'll start on the Nightmare on Elm Street series. We got things coming up on Friday After Dark. This Friday, Mike, that dude Mike's coming back. With all that said, guys, love your hobby, and we'll love you back. Peace.